I thought I'd do a video for you. I'm going to do a balcony off the side of my house, so I thought I'd film it, give you a bit more entertainment. Come on, let's go and have a look, shall we? I finally got the patio finished. I don't think you can source these tiles anymore. I've had them for so long. I think they're out of stock now. And I need some more of these to finish the edging. So what I did, I bought some of these grey tiles. I thought they'd look nice, just to give it a nice contrast on the border. So what I want to do here, I want to build a gantry at the edge of the roof there, and it's going to allow this patio area to be under cover. I'm going to have stairs going up, and we're going to have a raised patio area. So in order to start this, I had to get all the undercloaking done on the main apex of the house. So I'm going to use this 160mm pipe as a form. I'm going to split it down the middle. So we've got two sides. And I'm going to make some reinforced beams. One in the centre there. One at the end here. I know I probably don't need it, because I could probably go straight into the wall, but I think it will be prudent to put one in. And one on the end there. So I've marked a line down from the roof there. I'm going to take the fascia board off, and this line is exactly 2.5 metres from the floor, which is good because my steel comes in 10-metre lengths. Okay, let's get this pipe split, get the reinforced steel made up, and we can start working on the concrete posts. And there's my trusty concrete mixer. This has mixed up a few tons of concrete, I can tell you. We've done the inside of the house, all the flooring with it. And if you look at my garage and workshop build, I laid all the flooring with this. I'm going to use the red Portland cement for the posts, give it that added strength, which I think it's going to need. And I'm going to run the gantry right the way along to the end there. I'm probably going to have some stairs going up somewhere here for access. Going to put some handrails around. Yeah, should be good. Nice little place to hide away. Okay, let's get cracking. And there we go, one down, two to go. And there it is in situ. I've got two of the reinforcing steel in. Got the end one here. It's not pretty, but it's plumb. And what I'm going to do with this end one against the pillar, I'm not going to put a whole post up. I'm just going to use half, so I'm going to bend the steel, make a triangular reinforcement, have half going up, and I'll probably chisel a bit out of the beam here or the post just to put it in a bit further. And the middle one went down quite a way. I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to use these two pieces of steel just to brace it in the right place on that side and one that way. And can you believe it? I mean, what are the chances of this? I hammered a piece of steel in the end here just to take the end of the steel there, support it. And this has gone straight through a 1/4-inch pipe that runs to my hose over there. Unbelievable. I mean, that's got to be what, 3 meters across, and I hit the 1-inch pipe. Someone's not smiling on me today. So before I use these plastic forms, I'm going to coat them in some old oil. It's not very old, it's not black, but it's been used, and that will just help free them once the concrete's gone off. Great stuff. There you go, there's straps on it. I did try it with just duct tape and it started stretching. The gap got bigger, so I thought I'd use strapping on it. Nice and level though. And I found a good way of getting the concrete in there. No mess. Got half a drain pipe. I used to use this for my seedlings, but try and do this one-handedly. It's easy with 2 hands obviously, but yeah, you get the gist of it. And I fill the pipe up. Try and do this with 1 hand. And then it goes. A bit like a mini cement truck. Yeah, good job. Okay, let's get this finished, shall we? Well, I'd call it a day. The heavens have opened. I thought the rainy season had bloody finished. 1 minute it's brilliant sunshine, 10 minutes later pissing down with rain. At least it's warm rain. I'll finish the top half of that tomorrow. Oh, the rain stopped. It's quite fresh actually. Nice. There we go, nearly at the top. So I'm going to get the other piece on tomorrow. Get that strapping off. I've only got 3 straps, so I wouldn't have been able to do the whole lot today. Hopefully we can get the middle one and the end one done tomorrow. Time to call it a day. I quickly whipped the forms off this morning and the oil done its job. Nothing stuck at all. I'm well pleased with that. And there's the post. I'm going to wrap it in plastic just so it doesn't dry out too quickly. Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. There's a few minor bubbles, air holes, call them what you want, but like I say, they're minor. I can fill those. Solid. Okay, let's get cracking with that middle one, shall we? So I've welded up my triangular reinforcing steel. I've drilled holes for 15 pins and I'm going to weld the steel to the pins, and then we can get the half pipe put on, get it cemented in. Well, it's the first part of the middle post done. I need to get this wrapped in plastic, stop it drying out too quick, like I've done on the first one there. And the half post on the end there, that was a real pain in the butt. As you can see, the reinforcing steel is pretty close, and to get the cement down or the concrete is very, very difficult. So I had to cut back on the stones in the end. Got a couple of little voids there, and that's nothing I can't sort out with a bit of filler. So let's get these forms in place and we can do the top halves. Well, there's the upper forms in place. I'm going to try and get the concrete mixed up and put in tonight, then we can leave that, take it off tomorrow, and then just get this little end piece done. Then we can think about the steel. Let's get cracking. There's my sand and stone pile. They were equal amounts, but I've used more sand than stone because I did a bit of cementing without the stone when I've done the patio. So to give you a view from the front of the house. Now, I think that would look great. Nice place to sit. Look down on the world, see what's going on. Okay, let's get cracking with this final concreting, shall we? So I took all the forms off this morning. And as you can see, it turned out nice. Nice and plumb as well. So I'm going to have to keep these watered down, stop it drying out too quickly. So I'm going to use some of this plastic here. Not ideal, but it'll do. And just keep wetting it down from time to time. I'll finish this N1 today. And I'm going to take a well-earned rest. My body aches after mixing up all this concrete, jumping up and down ladders. Well, I've got that last half post in. It's right up to the 5 metre mark. I'm going to let that go off before I remove that. Got all the edging done on the tiles. I'll say I've got it done, I've got them all cut, they just need gluing down. But nicely cut around the post. And believe it or not, my cutter gave up the ghost on the last tile, the brushes burnt out, so new brushes. But at least I've got it all done. So I think the next thing on the agenda, measure up for the steel, go and order it, get it delivered, and then we can start getting the balcony in place. Great stuff. Unfortunately, disaster struck as I was taking the form off of this half post on the end. I neglected to put oil on the formwork and it stuck. So it pulled a lot of the cement away with it. But hopefully I can go over this with the trowel and make it into a nice shape. It's all going to be painted anyway, so hopefully it won't stand out. Never mind. There, I repaired the post on the end here, the half post. It's not pretty, there's a few cracks in there, but it's nice and flat, nice and smooth, and I think once that's painted it will blend in. It's not bearing any weight at all. And the beam that's going to go along the top here is going to go into the post anyway. I'm going to have a rafter screwed to the top of the window there, so the cross members are going to sit on that. So yeah, that should be more than enough. I went into town during the week and I ordered up the steel. Hopefully it's enough. I've got 4 lengths, 6 metre lengths, 95mm by 45. I think that's like 4x2. And I've got 12 lengths of 75 by 40mm. These are all 2mm thick. I'm hoping it's going to be enough. 6 metres doesn't quite reach to the end there, so I'm going to have to weld probably about 600-700mm on the end. Well, it's Saturday morning. It's a beautiful day here in northeast Thailand. It's just coming up to 9:30 in the morning. It's about 27 degrees, which is perfect. The humidity's low, so it'll allow us to work without the excruciating temperatures of the summer. I started cutting the holes for the rafters to go in the wall. They actually go right the way through. The render's quite thick and it's quite hard, which is good. There's a 100mm beam above the window that runs from wall to wall, so the rafters can sit on that. Now the level line I marked at the top there, I've just given it a 40-50mm drop over about 4.5 metres. It'll just allow the rain to run off a little bit. And again, there's a 100mm beam going above this window from one post to the other.
Rising high, living life to her own philosophy, and she knows what it is to be everyone to someone, but the way to be a burden to her.
Yeah, I've finished the holes there. These are for the joists that are going to go across to this beam. I still need to do 2 at the end here, but these are going to have to be drilled into a concrete beam that goes across the top of the window, so I'm going to wait for my daughter to wake up to do that. And I still need to put some kind of beam across here because there's 2 or 3 rafters or joists that are going to go across here. I'm probably going to build some kind of archway here at a later date. Great stuff, let's get cracking, shall we? There you go, I've put them all in the wall. Just get an idea of how much I want to cut off the end there. So yeah, there's quite a bit of overhang there. I'm going to leave about 500mm because I want to put pots all the way around. Obviously there's going to be stairs going up here. And here, I might box this in and make a cupboard. Somewhere for the electrics. Somewhere to store some beer mugs. Anyway, there's a good idea. So it's getting late, so I'm going to leave that as it is, mark them up, get them cut. I still have to weld a piece along the end there. Yeah, my MIG welder gave up the ghost today. First of all, the switch at the back went, and then I dropped it, and it just hasn't worked since. So I've ordered a new one online. It's a MIG, TIG and stick all in one. About 3,000–4,000 baht. Not expensive, so I'm not expecting too much, but there again, I'm no professional welder. One in the post here, not too far, that's about 1 inch, and it hit the steel, so I can't go any further anyway. Yeah, the long joists, they're going to go from the wall, and I'm going to weld them onto there. Great stuff. Well, look what arrived this morning. It's my new welder. 3-in-1, MIG, TIG and stick. And this took about 3 days from ordering to delivery, which I'm well pleased with. So let's get it open and we'll see what it's like. And to be honest, this is about 3,000 baht, just under, which is roughly about 75 UK pounds, maybe $100, so it is cheap. So let's hope it's not nasty. Wow, that is tiny, isn't it? Got 1 kilogram of MIG wire. Not sure what this is going to be like. Okay, 0.8 of a mil, so it's not even 1 mil. I've already got some of this from my old welder. If that's no good, I can always use that one. So yeah, it's quite small. Pretty straightforward, pretty basic. Got the instructions there. I've just noticed the glass is broken. Which is not good. Lucky enough, this is a cheap mask. I've got a decent self darkening one, so I won't need it. Not good. So I'm going to give this a test out on this end piece here. The length of here to the end is 6.5 4, so I need to cut 400mm length. We'll get it welded to that using the new welder, and we'll see what it's like. Okay, let's get cracking. There, I'm super impressed with this welder. He's done a cracking job on that. It's about 550mm I had to weld on the end of each of these beams. I decided to stagger these beams, so I've added the 550mm on this one and this one near the house wall, and the centre beam here I've added it down the end. So I'm going to wrap this up as part 1 of the balcony build. So I'm going to start working on part 2. Do check out my other videos, have a look at the workshop build here, have a look at the house build, and I'll see you next time.